Welcome back to WagerTalk TV. I'm Marco D'Angelo, joined in studio. It's the gray edition. We've got Teddy Covers, Dave Koken. I'm gray too. Don't you know? I can throw stones.
Really? Oh, I had no idea. It must have happened overnight.
Yeah.
You know.
Guys, we've got Michigan, Northwestern. Teddy, I'm going to come to you with Michigan in this one. Last 3 weeks, looks like gangbusters. Last week, they laid it to a Nebraska team that, you know, I thought had some offensive talent. I knew they didn't have any defensive talent, but wow, 56 points Michigan put up on the Cornhuskers last week. Is Michigan for real, or are we just seeing smoke and mirrors in competition?
Take away the first half of Notre Dame, the first half of the first game, and Michigan's arguably been a top 5 team since. You know, the game against Western Michigan where they blew them out, you know, okay, fine. The game against SMU where they didn't blow them out looks better now than it did. Let's not forget SMU hung tough with TCU for a half, and SMU just beat Navy last week. So the fact that Michigan didn't blow them off the field in a tough spot is not, in my mind, a negative on the Wolverines. This team's been pretty dominant. And when you look at the Northwestern side of the equation, I don't know if you watched the game against Duke. That's the one that really stood out to me. Northwestern was outclassed by Duke. And particularly the Northwestern, the Wildcat wide receivers, could not get any separation against the Blue Devils secondary. Now they got a secondary that's even better than that. I don't know how Northwestern gets points in this game. And the standard MO with Northwestern games is take the points. Doesn't matter if Northwestern's a favorite, the underdog, you always take the points in Northwestern games. I'm not inclined to take the points in this one. I think that Northwestern really is a notch or two outclassed in this game. Dave,
you look at Michigan, and I know I did a video back in the summertime previewing Michigan in the Notre Dame game because that was the big game, and I said, Shea Patterson for Harbaugh, everybody is saying this is the first time he finally has a quarterback. I mean, for being a quarterback himself, he could never get a good quarterback at Michigan. They got the transfer in. And maybe that first game, you know, playing at Notre Dame on the road, you know, new system.
Notre Dame's pretty good, by the way.
Yeah, you got to go with, you know, new system to learn. Took a little bit. He's been sensational ever since.
You know, but the thing of it here is, I think Michigan has to guard against thinking this game is going to be easy, although it probably is. And the big problem now for Northwestern is they lose Jeremy Larkin, who had to retire. He's given up football. Their number 2 running back so far this year is a kid named Moten. He's got 12 carries for 21 yards. Where's the offense going to come from? It's got to be Thorson. Thorson's got to run the whole show now for Northwestern. Well, I think Harbaugh's aware of that. They're going to blitz like crazy. Right. They're going to send disguise packages. They're going to be all over him, and they're going to basically say to Northwestern, well, if you can find somebody to run the ball, then maybe you can do something against us. Other than that, you're going to have to do everything yourself, and you can't do it. I got to tell you, I think Northwestern is in real trouble in this football game. And I made a pretty good adjustment for the Larkin, well, not injury, it's resignation. He's not going to play football anymore. I mean, he was a really important guy in this offense. And I downgraded Northwestern a full 1.5 on my power ratings for the Larkin situation. So to me, this number actually is short. Where it opened at 13.5. I tell you, this game's got to get to 14.5, 15, doesn't it?
I don't know that it's going to go over 14 just because of the mentality that the bettors have. Northwestern plus points. You just take, I mean, if you go back 10 years and take the dog in every Northwestern game, you know, you've cashed, what, 70% of the time, more? I mean, literally, it's been one of the more consistent team trends in the Fitzgerald era.
That can happen here if Michigan comes in fat and happy and decides, well, you know, we got this game won. Because they know Larkin's out, and they know that Northwestern hasn't done much offensively. And if they saw the game film against Duke, it's like, wow, these guys aren't very good. So I think Michigan's the right side. Number's a little bit hairy.
And it's one of those games where the favorite correlates with the under, not with the over. If Northwestern gets to 21 in this game, they're liable to win. They're liable to cover. I don't think Northwestern's going to score a whole lot. You don't think Northwestern's going to score a whole lot. Michigan likely to get theirs. If you're playing the side, Michigan side, I do think that an under wager makes a whole lot of sense to go along with it.
Can't disagree. And you talking about the Northwestern dog, it is 3-0 so far this year, the dog in Northwestern game. So it's, you know, it ain't broke. Don't fix it.
I'm trying to fix it.
You know what? Okay. All right, guys. Hey, we appreciate you guys when you make your first purchase at WagerTalk. You can get $25 in wager bucks added to your account after your first purchase at WagerTalk.com. We'll be back with more here at WagerTalk.